In a mud hut far from town lived an old grass cutter named WALI.
Every morning, WALI cut and bundled tall wild grass. Every afternoon, he sold it as fodder in the marketplace.
Each day he earned 30 paisa. 10 of the small coins went for food, 10 went for clothes and other needs, and 10 he saved in a clay pot under his bed.
In this manner, WALI lived happily for many years.
One evening, WALI dragged out the pot to see how much money it held. He was amazed to find that his coins had filled it to the brim.
What am I to do with all this money? I need nothing more than I have.
WALI thought and thought. At last, he had an idea.
The next day, WALI loaded the money into a sack and carried it to a jeweler in the marketplace. He exchanged all his coins for a lovely gold bracelet.
Then WALI visited the home of a traveling merchant.
Tell me, all the world, who is the noblest lady?
Without doubt, it is the young queen of Khaistan. I often visit her palace. Just 3 days' journey to the east.
Do me a kindness. The next time you pass that way, give her this little bracelet with my compliments.
The merchant was astonished, but he agreed to do what the ragged grass cutter asked.
Soon after, the merchant found himself at the palace of the Queen of Khaistan. He presented the bracelet to her as a gift from WALI. How lovely! Your friend must accept a gift in return. My servants will load a camel with the finest silks.
When the merchant arrived back home, he brought the silks to the hut of WALI.
Oh no! This is worse than before. What am I to do with such finery?
Perhaps you could give it to someone else.
WALI thought for a moment.
Tell me, in all the world, who is the noblest man?
That is simple. It is the young king of Nekabad. His palace, too, I often visit. Just 3 days' journey to the west.
Then do me another kindness. On your next trip here, give him these silks with my compliments.
The merchant was amused, but he agreed.
On his next journey, he presented the silks to the king of Nekabad.
A splendid gift in return. Your friend must have 12 of my finest horses. So the merchant brought the king's horses to WALI.
This grows worse and worse. What could I do with 12 horses? I know who should have such a gift. I beg you, keep 2 horses for yourself and take the rest to the Queen of Khaistan.
The merchant thought this was very funny, but he consented. On his next visit to the queen's palace, he gave her the horses.
Now the queen was perplexed. She whispered to her prime minister,
Why does this WALI persist in sending gifts? I have never even heard of him.
Why don't you discourage him? Send him a gift so rich, he can never hope to match it.
So, in return for the 10 horses from WALI, the queen sent back 20 mules loaded with silver.
So by seeing this animation, you have understood the better lesson, right? So just see the lesson, read the lesson and do your remaining activities. Okay? Take care and Allah Hafiz.